introduction at all from the Honda team, who will be in third place as we see the 3-minute board go up here. We are not too far away from the race, ladies and gentlemen. So like I mentioned earlier, this TP and SP1 race will be a 30-minute race with no pit stops, and it will comprise of 1 to 2 drivers per team. But I can tell you that most of the competing drivers here today are single drivers, except for one team, that is the Black Wolf Racing. They will have 2 drivers. As we take a look at the Sepang International Circuit, circuit length of 5.543 kilometers. It of course comprises of 15 turns, a track that is no stranger to some of the most accomplished driving and even motorcycle series in the world. And speaking of a motorcycle series, do not forget to get your tickets for the Petronas MotoGP of Malaysia in 2024. That's happening from November 1st to the 3rd. As we await the formation lap, I presume that the safety car would come out for the formation lap before we get started. We have it 1 minute to flag off. A lot of big names are on display here. Like I mentioned earlier, the defending champion Johnny Z, Anwar Avik, Ken Urata, P. Saufan, Chow Tek Siong, they are all in action. They have all won races last season, so you can expect them to be among the contenders this afternoon. As we get ready. Second board has just gone up. We are about to get started very shortly. As the field embarks on this formation lap, formation lap, of course, is for all the drivers just to get a feel of the track for one last time before they embark on the competitive race. And more importantly, it gives the drivers to warm up the tires, the brakes, the engines, and really put final strategies into place. I can tell you that this would be a more feisty affair because we have more powerful cars in action. As we look at the starting grid, Roy Tang in first place, Johnny Z in second place, Leon Koo completes the top 3, Putra Adam takes 4th place, Kauzi Kento in 5th place, P. Saufan is in 6th. Faris Fauzi makes up the SP1 in 7th place, followed by Ken Urata, Baron Sim, Anwar Avik is in 10th place, Chow Tek Siong in 11th place, Lim Yao Huang in 12th. Your final 2 drivers are Lee Kam Soon and Daniel Rain Oi, and also Daniel Chain Walker. It's a far cry from the amount of cars that we had in the MTC and SP2. We had close to 40 cars on the grid. Driving, but having said that, this is of course a sprint race, so I think I speak for everyone when I say that we look to see some intense battles unfolding before us. Of course, all these competitors are no strangers to this glorious Sepang International Circuit. Most of them are seasoned competitors. They are very, very familiar with the track, with the corners, with the turns. We look forward to some exciting action to unfold. So you see the cars now just zigzagging to soak up some heat onto those tires. They make their way through turn 14, one of two back straights. We will go grid shortly, starting with the TP category and swiftly followed by the SP1. All systems are ready to be set and go pretty soon. So we approach the starting line. When it turns green, we will be officially ready to go. Drivers on the grid. We are almost ready to get started. Engines being revved up. And we are green, ladies and gentlemen. The round one of the TPN SV1 has officially kicked off as we see Roy Tang and Johnny Z immediately jostling for positions as they approach turn one. Oh, Johnny Z looking to make the move on the outside. Roy Tang does well just to hold that lead. Immediately we have action. Ooh, there's a little bit of bump and grind as well. Not the cleanest of starts. That is car number 21, Lee Kam-soon, who just had to maneuver back into position and get back on track. There's a little bit of bump and grind as they made their way through to turn 3. But I can tell you the leader is still Roy Tang, who did well to fend off the challenge from Johnny Z. As we see a replays of what happened earlier. There we have it. It was just a little shunt from the back. And as a result, Lee Kam-soon was facing in the opposite direction. He's back on track, I can tell you that. There we have it. Roy Tang posting the fastest sector 2. Leon Koo actually posted the fastest sector. He got off to a great start in sector 1, the fastest time. But the most important factor to be reminded here is car number 68 is still at the front. Roy Tang, who is looking to develop some sort of distance between him and the chasing pack. Johnny Z is still in second place, with Leon Koo in third place. And in the SP1 category, Putra Adam is currently in the lead, followed closely by Kauze Kanto. Just a reminder that this race does not necessitate a pit stop, so it's all systems go from start to finish. They will be battling it out without going to the pits, so you can expect consistent driving times with these drivers trying their best to outdo their fastest lap with every single lap that transpires here. Roy Tang's just completed his first lap. Still followed very closely by Johnny Z and Leon Koo. If this is the top three that is shaping out, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for an exciting battle as we see car number 55. That is Kanurata. Oh, what's going on there? Kanurata has just came into the pit, and we also have car number 11, Chao Tiek Seong. Looks like that race has ended for him. Really unfortunate for Chao Tiek Seong. A lot of smoke coming out of that front right tire. Could have been a case of the brakes being burnt out completely. It's just out in the gravel, and Chao Tiek Seong has dejectedly just walked off his vehicle. It looks like that's race over for him, which is really unfortunate. And Ken Urata as well. Both drivers really dealing with an early setback in turn 14 as they look to complete their second lap. Fortunate. So as of now, they are out of the classification, which means we only have 12 drivers on show. Like I mentioned earlier, there will be a lot of intense battles that will be happening, and as these drivers try to push their vehicles to the limit, and it's sometimes no surprise to see incidents like what we just witnessed earlier happen. 5 minutes into the race, and we have had two drivers, or rather Ken Urata I see has gone into pit, so there is a possibility that he might continue the race. But Chao Tiek Seong, I'm afraid to say, barring a miracle, you may not see him anymore today. So we see Leon Koo from the R engineering team. He's still in third place. Leading the pack is still Roy Tang. Roy has once again recorded the fastest laps of 2 minutes and 27 seconds as we look at the battle developing here between Leon Koo and Johnny Z. This is a battle for second and third spot. Roy Tang has already developed a slide of breathing space between second and third place. He currently holds close to a 5-second lead over the chasing pack. But I've seen Johnny Z in action so many times over the course of last season, and I can tell you that he's an extremely consistent driver, and he will come to his own in due course. The question is, will he be able to make up this close to 5-second deficit as Leon Koo looks to take him on at every single opportunity? These are the battles that I was talking about, the battles that we are looking to see unfold. Johnny Z clocking the last lap of 2 minutes and 32 seconds. They will have to try their best to unsettle Roy Tang, who is currently the fastest driver on track, who has recorded the fastest lap time of 2 minutes and 27 seconds. It's a case of defending and attacking and choosing the right moments to make the move on your closest competitor. So it'll be really interesting to see when Leon Koo decides to put the moves on Johnny Z. Both these drivers have already developed quite a significant gap from 4th place in the GP category. They are almost a whopping 9 seconds. I can tell you that Leon Koo is almost 9 seconds ahead of Daniel Rain Ui of Black Wolf Racing. Johnny Z now is trying to make the move here into turn 2. Really, Johnny Z is almost a shadow to Leon Koo, not giving him any breathing space whatsoever. But Leon, I have to say, has done well to maintain that racing line, just to give himself a little bit of space. He's got to be absolutely immaculate in his driving to ensure that Johnny doesn't try and make any move. Even this turn, it's got to be really tight. Did well to keep that line intact. Leon Koo of the R Engineering team. Currently lapping at 2 minutes and 28 seconds. He is the second fastest on the lap behind Roy Tang, who has now pulled away even further. Roy Tang is close to 7 seconds ahead of Leon Koo. But our defending champion, Johnny Z, is a man that knows what it is to be on top. He knows what it is to trail. He knows what it is to play catch up. He also knows what it is to bide his time and find the right moments to overtake. And that's what he's doing at this time. I think he's just bidding his time. He's just waiting for the ideal opportunity to make the moves on Leon Koo. Just over 20 minutes. 3 laps only completed so far as these drivers come through to turn 14 into turn 15 to complete 3 laps and get into their 4th laps. Car number 25 there is Putra Adam, who's now lost 2nd place to P. Saufan. P. Saufan has taken over, lapping at 2:32. P. Saufan. Class, you see, so tightly bunched up together. Really just looking for the right opportunity. Ooh, almost there from car number 13. There was Jose Canto looking to get into 2nd place. Safan did really well to keep him at bay. Adam looking to make up for the disappointment in the MTC earlier. He's doing well for himself, only lapping at 2:31. Looks to be on his own in an intense battle developing between P. Saufan and Jose Canto. This is a fascinating watch. Adam has regained top spot from P. Saufan. Adam is now top in the SP1 category. So we seem to have a stranglehold in both classes, the TP and the SP1. Roy Tang continues to lead the TP category, followed closely by Leon Koo and Jonathan Z. Putra Adam leads the SP1. P. Saufan and Jose Canto, as you see in your screens, are battling up for the top 3 positions. Daniel Rain in the striking yellow and black Honda Black Wolf racing team, currently 4th in the TP category. terms of lap time, Putra has been consistent. He's now lapping at 2 minutes 31 seconds. Just a fraction of his best lap times. But we still have some racing to do. Almost halfway through this race, but there is still a lot of racing left to do. As we noticed earlier, there's still a lot of opportunities for overtaking, especially with these cars bunched up so closely with each other. Some of the, as we see the replay, the slight skid there, that's by Daniel Rain. Daniel Rain, of course, is the Black Bulls Racing team. He has partner as well, Daniel Chani. The only two-member racing team in this race. I can tell you that Kause Kanto has now overtaken Pisau Fan into second place in the SP1 category. Pisau Fan has now dropped to third place. Putra Adam maintains top spot. He was in second place earlier, really trying to put the moves on Putra Adam. But Kause Kanto from the R Works Rios team got in for second, and now Pisau Fan has to play catch up. It is all still very, very close. As they come through to turn 15 to complete the sixth lap. You can see at the top of your screen, still very much a cool customer in first place, lapping at 2:31. Jonathan Z is currently in third place, currently trailing 7 seconds from second place, which is Leon Koo. So he has quite a fair bit of ground to make up, Jonathan Z. And as for Roy Tang, whom we have not seen in a while, Roy Tang is pretty much in cruise control. Even though he's not lapping at the fastest, Roy Tang is pretty much on a class of his own. He's quite comfortable there, up in a top spot. Leon Koo almost 4 seconds away, chasing him. Daniel Rain still very much in contention to get a podium finish here in fourth place. It's only another car in the GP category, that's Lee Kam-sun. Lee Kam-sun is quite a distance away from them. And there is your leader after 6 laps, Roy Tang. He spoke earlier about driving in this new car with new tires, and really, I think this race was for him to get a feel of this machine, but he'll be really, really happy to be in this position, having just completed his 6th lap with a close to 3-second lead over Leon Koo in that striking orange car of the R Engineering team. Now, Leon has a lot of experience competing in the MCS. He has won MCS races before, so he will know what it's like to compete in a race like this. And if he is going to make the moves on Roy Tang, He's got to do it soon because we have less than 12 minutes. I tell you that in terms of lap times, they are not very far from each other. Roy Tang and Leon Koo. There you have it, just less than 3 seconds of a gap. It's like drift that goes wide, a turn that does not materialize according to plan, and Leon Koo could be in a jiffy. But as of now, Roy Tang still very much in the driving seat to complete this race in top spot. And I can tell you that Leon Koo has opened up a whopping 10-second lead over Jonathan Z of the Scuba Race team. So it's pretty much a 1-2 battle for top spot. What started out as a top 3 battle between Roy, Leon and Johnny Z has now been reduced to these 2 competitors that you see on your screen battling it out to become this round's first winner, this season's first winner. There you see Jonathan Z. Something must have happened. He was just less than 5 seconds. But now Leon Koo is close to 10 seconds away. Quite a lot of ground to make up. Johnny Z, I think, who also considers Malaysia his second home. He's here so often at the Sepang International Circuit. Comes down earlier to acclimatize himself to the track. Spends a lot of time on the road, not just on the track, traveling. But he's someone who fancies this track and this championship series a lot. He's had so much of success. So you see almost a shunt there from Daniel Rain on Kausi Kanto. Say that car number 13 from the R-Works, Rios, currently holding on to second spot in the SP1 category. Not too far away is Pisau Fan is about 5-6 seconds behind. So if Kausi can actually maintain this driving style, he will really put himself in contention to cement that second spot. Of course, he has a chance to make a move on Putra Adam. They are just separated by 3 seconds. You can see Putra Adam at the top of your screen has been comfortable in top spot, has done well to create the gap between himself and the chasing pack. The SP1 categories now consisted of only 7 drivers. Kanurata is out of the picture, so is Chow Tek Siong after their vehicle malfunction early on in the race. Kanto just slashing off 1 second from Putra Adam. He's now about just 2 seconds away, just over 2 seconds. And so is the battle in the TP category. Leon Koo has done really well for himself. It's just under 2 seconds. He trails Roy Tang, your leader. It was turn 14 that we saw the vehicles stalls of Kanurata and Chow Teck Siong. That is a tricky turn, 14 coming into 15. As you can sense the anticipation build up as we see Barons just had to press that brake a little harder to ensure that he did not hit Piece of Fun. So I said the anticipation tends to build when drivers approach turn 14 into 15, sensing that they are about to complete another lap, sensing that time is running out, that they need to pick up the pace perhaps. It is coming down to the final 6 minutes of this race. Your top 3 leaders in both categories. Leading the TP category from the start had been Roy Tang, followed by Leon Koo. Johnny Z has further dropped down in 3rd spot, even though he still hangs on to 3rd spot. In your SP1 category, Putra Adam very much in control there. Jose Canto has made 2nd place his own. As we look at the replay, this is again Daniel Rain. Really, again, had to navigate that turn. Well, braking at the right time, slamming on the brakes just a little harder, but at the same time, losing a little bit more pace. Daniel, of course, is in 4th place. Car number 46, Piece of Fun, has ran wide. Really, perhaps maybe Baron Sim's turn as well forced him wide. And as a result, that is an unspotting flag for Piece of Fun for forcing Baron wide. Could result in some sort of penalty for his actions, Piece of Fun. We have it, confirmation of the flag, unspotting flag, forcing his fellow competitor wide. Still doing his best, Piece of Fun currently blocked there by Faris Fauzi and also Baron Sim. Less than 4 minutes to go. He's just looking to make up for lost ground. Currently in 5th position. Baron Sim doing well to keep him at bay. Baron Sim, of course, will finish on the podium if this classification remains. He is in 3rd place of the SP1 category. Jose Canto is right ahead of him in 2nd place. Putra Adam is your leader in the SP1 category. And this is your leader in the TP category. Roy Tang of the Bay Racing team has continued to post consistent lap times. Driving has not wavered. He's just been in a class of his own. Even though Piece of Fun is within touching distance, I have to say we are in for a real exciting finish here. Perhaps this is the time where Leon Koo tries to make the move. Battle for first. Really, they're not separated by much, just over 1 second. Leon Koo doing his best to try and make up ground. Come through to turn 4 and 5. Roy Tang is very much aware of the competition behind him. But he knows if he can maintain this lead for the minute and 40 seconds plus, he will get off to the dream start in this Malaysian Championship Series. We want nothing more than to just maintain this lead. As we see Leon Koo, he's not gone any faster, Leon Koo. Roy Tang has done really well to keep this pace. He's not pulled away too much, rather has he not let his lead slip up. It's been maintained with just over a minute, 1.6 seconds rather. It's really a marginal lead, but in the context of this, if you can see the gap between both cars, I think it should suffice for Roy Tang, barring any unfortunate circumstance. It's been a real professional performance from Roy Tang as he heads to the business end of this race. Approaches the turn 15. We will see Roy Tang be crowned champion of the TP category pretty soon. As the cars head into their final lap, this is the 12th and final lap. All Roy Tang has to do is to maintain this lead. So we head to the replay. This is an incident that happened earlier. Ooh, Baron Sim was forced wide, and that's the result of the unspotting flag for P. Sao Phan. Sao Phan currently in 5th place. Baron in 6th. No changes at the top. Putradam still leads the SP1 category. Kause Kanto in 2nd place. Faris Fauzi in 3rd place. And in the TP category, Roy Tang has been your leader since we went green earlier, while 2nd and 3rd place was a jostle between Leon Koo and Johnny Z. Roy Tang remained unflustered. He was just focused on the task at hand, and now he's ready to take this home. As we approach the business end of this race, almost there for Roy Tang. Be really pleased with himself. It will give him enough momentum to take this form to tomorrow's race. And that is the final stretch from Roy Tang. Leon Koo tries his best, but to no avail. And we will have rather one more lap to determine your champion. This is where Leon Koo will really put all his experience, all his driving skills to the test to try and outdo Roy Tang. I can tell you that he's shaved off a little bit of time from Roy. He's now less than a second trailing Roy. And it will be wire to wire battle. seems that Roy might have had some problems with his tire, which is why he's been slowing down. As we see, Leon Koo really now right on the fringes of overtaking him. Roy Tang doing his best, and Leon looking to make the moves. Oh, Roy does really well to cut him off. Keeps that lead intact, but only just about. Again, Leon will try, and Roy will defend as they come through to turn 6. Oh, this is really shaping up to be a wonderful finish that is unfolding before us at the Sepang International Circuit. Leon Koo is giving everything he's got to try and overtake Roy Tang, who, despite what looks to be some tire problem, has done really well and even looks to open up a little bit of space between him and Leon. Now, can he hold on Roy Tang? Can he keep this lead intact? Can he run the perfect race? Leon Koo is not giving up. He's just in the rear view mirror of Roy Tang. And they are both coming to the checkered flag. Roy manages to maintain his lead. Leon Koo again trailing so closely, but it looks like Roy Tang will take it home and be crowned your first champion of this Malaysia Championship Series in the TP category. Leon Koo did really well to trail him all the way, but just finished behind him as Jonathan Z comes in for third place. Jonathan Z's challenge looks to have dissipated early on, where he fell off the pace from Leon, but he will nonetheless be happy with third place. He will get that much desired podium finish. All in all, it's a great start to the championship for all these drivers. But what a race from Roy Tang. It was a warrior-to-warrior finish. He really gave it all he got. He wasn't flustered about the competition that was unfolding behind him between Leon Koo and Jonathan Z. And after that, when Leon Koo really did his best to try and overtake in every position, Roy Tang, despite what looked like some tire problems, he kept to his lead and he kept that consistency and has carved his name as a champion of round 1. Race 1. So more drivers have finished. Daniel Rain has also come through the 13th lap. Kause Kanto has finished, followed by P. Sao Fan. Of course, all these drivers will have it all to do again. And judging by this race, we hope we will witness similar excitement as tomorrow's race brings about another chapter. Jonathan Z, your defending champion, will be satisfied with his overall performance, I presume, in that Scuba race team. So, of course, early days here at the Malaysia Championship Series. We are in the first day of this series. We still have a lot more of racing to be done. Daniel Rain of Black Wolf Racing finishing in 4th place of the TP4 category. And that's Putra Adam, whose car has just stalled by the gravel. Putra Adam, really unfortunate. He was leading the SP1 category rather comfortably, but it looks like he's finished in 5th place. Roy Tang enters the garage and cue the celebration. Well, he spoke about being in a new car and really testing out the car and seeing what the car's about. For sure it's thumbs up from him. Just having a little bit of struggle to get out of the car. Can't wait to perhaps start the celebration with his teammates. Being congratulated by his team members. Number 1, that's right. Roy Tank, your champion for the TP category. Delighted with himself, delighted with the performance that he displayed throughout the race. And Kause Kanto is your SP1 champion. A lot of credit goes to this R-Works Rios racing champion. He got into that champion spot at the later stages of the race, because that was dominated by Putra Adam for most parts of the race, but due to a vehicle malfunction, it is Kause Kanto who is champion of the SP1 category. He clocked the best lap time of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So all cars have finished. They are all coming into their pits, coming into and that's Kause Kanto, who will be congratulated by his teammates with the best lap of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Did really well for himself.
Wait for the camera. Number 1.
Number 1. See him beaming even from that helmet. To give you the results, official results, Roy Tang is your champion. Under 35 minutes he's completed. And Leon Koo just a fraction behind him. Jonathan Z takes home 3rd spot. And Daniel Rain takes home 4th place. Lee Kam soon will complete your top 5 in the TP category. It was a real competitive fight between Roy and Leon. So in the SP1, Kause Kanto comes in late to be crowned a champion. P. Sao Fan finishing 2nd. Baron Sim taking 3rd place. Lim Hao Yong, Putra Adam completing your top 5. Anwar Awik in 6th place. Faris Fauzi in 7th. Kenurata in 8th place. And Chow Teck Siong in 9th. Both those drivers did not complete after their cars malfunctioned early on. As we look at the highlights of this race, it all started off in fantastic fashion. Thumbs up from the competing drivers as they got ready to take part in the first race of the year. And the TP category got off to a great start. It was a clean start by all the drivers in the TP category, except for that bump right there, which took Lee Kam Soon in the opposite direction. And then we saw a vehicle malfunction from Ken Urata and also Chow Teck Siong. But there was a top 2 battle unfolding between P. Sao Fan and Kause Kanto as well. Really, they were battling it out for 2nd and 3rd place. But Roy Tang, who was your deserved champion, he got into the lead early on and hung on to the lead. Really unfortunate for Putra Adam, who led most of the race in the SP1 category, but saw vehicle stall at the end as Leon Koo did his best to try and overtake Roy Tang, but to no avail as the Singaporean comes through as a champion. It was a great race, all in all. You see the battle unfolding between Baron and P Sao Fan, who both finished in second and third place. And the battle for first and second ultimately clinched by Roy Tang. It was a memorable race. It was a great race to this newly revitalized format, which is now essentially a sprint race plus 1 lap. And there we have it, folks. We have come to the end of the TP and SP1 category, but do not forget to tune in as we will be back to do it all again tomorrow. I'm Nicholas, signing off. Have a great evening.
A very good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the Sepang International Circuit for the Malaysia Championship Series